Yeah. Welcome to the Wazzy Radio podcast. Where I sit down with the most amazing people that I've met in my decade of skydiving. Today's my guest is me,
Jeff Geuea. Jeff Geuea, if you ask my phone. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the WazzyCircus Radio. There I am. Man, me and my best friend we started cutting the edge together. This is my dude, right? Like,
dude, it was.
You came in, you were flying, you went and did your AFF jump by yourself, and you were like fucking killer. You came back to the tunnel, and you were all in, and I was all in because I needed help. Because passion is a driver. It's like a fuel.
It was all brand new, and I just wanted. What more can you give me? Give me some more. Give me some more.
Yeah, and I was
what are my limitations, right? And so I didn't know any limitations then, so it's like, yeah, let's try that. Why not?
Yeah, you met the wrong dude. I probably had you upside down in a hoop or something.
More than once. Start with the little hoops.
Yeah.
Gradually got bigger hoops.
Yeah, now we got rings and shit. So, I met you with 0 skydives, and I watched you go from 0 to AFF to tandem hero.
Yeah.
I watched the whole progression. I've seen that probably 12 times in my career. I've got to coach somebody and be part of their whole process of walking onto the DZ to becoming,
I still have to blame my wife though.
Yeah.
It's our fault. So every time I spend money at the drop zone, it's like, hey, it's her fault.
It's your fault.
You made me do this.
Oh my God, you guys have no idea. When you're an instructor of any cool thing, okay, the wives don't like it. I don't care if you're racing doom buggies or shooting guns. Every time you go to the range master, wife don't like range master.
I'm just going to be there half a day. 2 days later, I show up. Sorry, honey.
It's so much fun.
Love
it's not my fault. And I tell everybody, when I meet them, this is going to ruin your life.
True story.
Didn't I? I tell everybody, hey, I'm about to ruin your life, and I'm sorry. I am sorry if you love it and you think it's the greatest life ever. It's over.
Yeah. And
now what are you doing? Running out of fuel over random fucking fields.
You got my text right.
I got your text. I want you guys to know a paramotor can run for hours on a gallon of gas. Listen, and our tanks hold 5 gallons, 3 gallons.
Almost 5, 12 liters. 12 liters.
Okay,
4 gallons.
whatever that is. Are you Canadian? All right. Well, listen. If you have a half tank, you've got 3-4 hours of flight. Look at it. Look at that smile. Paramotor is fun. It's so much fun that hours go by, you run out of gas. But here's the deal. If the engine stops, you're under a parachute. Yeah. What else could you fucking possibly want on Earth? That's what sold me on it. I was like, if the engine dies, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I want if the engine were died.
Man, it's just like when you're skydiving. What's plan B? What's plan C? Right? Every time I'm flying, I'm like, if I had an out, where'd I go now?
Where'd I land? Yeah.
Some places everywhere's an out. So it's like, I'm great.
Well, Texas is an out.
Yeah.
It's just the barbed wire fence and shit. Yeah. Oh, my God. We had a magic trip.
Oh, just got back from Port Aransas.
Port Aransas, cruising the Mustang. Dog, come on. Hey, can we pull that up? Do we have that up? Or do you want to do the freak out first? Yeah, let's pull that up. I need a little help on launch from my hero, Eric.
Yeah. So we're in the soft sand, and when you're trying to pull up we didn't quite have the wind we thought we'd have.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So,
windy.
Man, trying to pull that up in that soft sand, it's tough. You got to get going.
So I'm gonna take your cheat. I haven't tried it. I would like for you to help me with it. Are you going out Saturday or Sunday to do anything?
No, I work Sunday, but Saturday.
Go ahead, put it up. Yeah. Can you make it full screen? The power up. See, look, Eric.
Blump, blump.
Oh, he was helping me out, man. I had to run over him to get up. Hey, can we throw that again? Start that again. So look, we're in the soft sand, like Jeff's saying, and I don't have the power in my foot that I got surgery on yet to really get the torque.
I think this was your third launch.
Third launch. I'm fucking tired. So Eric's gonna help me out. So he pulls me up. Boom! I get the wing up, and that's the part I need help with. And then he didn't move.
Love you, Berkman.
Hey, man, I wasn't going to quit. But look, my engine died right here. It died. And I was like, fuck that. And I punched it, and I launched.
Because I thought, oh, man, he's going to end up in the water.
Dude, I was not going to quit. I was like, fuck that. This is too much war.
Sometimes you just have to commit.
Look at that. Top Gun, baby. It doesn't feel like you're going that fast when you're sitting there. But when you see the videos, it's like you're moving a little bit.
That was quick. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's magic. Beach flying is magic, you guys. It's called laminar air. So on land, the sun will heat up a dark patch of grass or some concrete, and the hot air rises and creates thermals and turbulence.
Yeah.
Water doesn't heat up like that, and it just disperses. So all the air coming off the ocean, even if it's strong, it's smooth. It's when it's turbulent and bouncy and wavy wind that we don't like it. Right? Because it's turbulent. It's making you jump around. It's really not cool. Are you cool with bumps yet?
They're all right. It depends on the amount of bumps.
I don't like them.
I typically just engage a little bit of brakes.
Yeah, just me too. Just keep
stiffen it a little bit.
Keep the in. So people listening, it's me and Jeff. Jeff and I were going up and down the beach in Port A, hooking big turns. Not big turns, but it was fun.
Not Port A, Corpus.
Corpus. That's not Port A?
No, Port A ran us off.
Oh, yeah, we did get ran off.
Yeah, we got run off.
We did get ran off.
There's an ordinance in Port A. You're not allowed to fly within 500 feet of other people, which everywhere in Port A.
Yeah, which means not between families in their tents.
Come on, man. That was good landing.
It was a good fun. That was so much fun.
I ran out of gas.
You ran out of gas and hit the ocean. Oh, he ran out of gas. So now we're doing laps, low turn passes over our boys. It was Jeff France's 50th.
His 40th year of skydiving.
40th year skydiving.
Yeah, so we went down there to do beach landings. That was our whole goal.
And he got a dope ride. And what was that plane?
With a biplane.
Yeah, the biplane.
Did an aerobatic tour. Twisted him, turned him. I said, if you're not vomiting, you didn't do him hard enough. So go back.
Dude, you were like, we were just getting on the ferry. There's a ferry to get out to the island if you come from a certain way. We were on the ferry, and you're like, Jeff's on a biplane. And I think it was Jackie was like, that's him right there.
Yeah.
And we look up, he's like, blowing smoke and rolling. I was like, oh, what a fucking birthday. Yeah, that's my new wing, son. That's the Easy Lift by APCO.
Yeah.
I got that from Texas Paramotor and Ryan Gloka.
Yours is like mine, so it's an Easy Lift Racer.
Easy Lift Racer.
Yeah.
Looks pretty tight, man. Oh, doggy. I've seen what I want.
What's that?
Okay. I drove the Tesla Plaid. Did you see that video I posted of me in there? It's fucking ridiculous. I know. Oh, shit! Dude, that's fucking genuine, bro. That's not acting. That's like, what the fuck are we doing? Is this legal?
Right.
Somebody's going to catch us. You're not allowed to have this.
They feel so powerful.
Like, you're not allowed to have this.
Casey, I think Casey has an S. And
Casey has the S.
I was...
Blown away.
I was taken away with how fast it accelerated. And
how about how sweet the roof is? It looks painted on the outside, but the inside it's fucking sunroof.
Yeah.
So, the video Homeboy posted of his electric paramotor.
Okay.
Now, if you know me and my fresh breeze, dog, I am a two-stroke engine mechanic now.
Right.
I know this thing inside. I'm sick of machines. I'm sick of engines. I'm sick of engines. I'm sick of engines. My engine died on this takeoff right. Look at this. We're killing it, though. That's the WazzyCircus Air Force.
Flying in formation.
That's our formation fly. It's an air show, son. Yeah. Just I'm powering up. It dies. It needs to be warmed up. The engine, the oil, not the oil, but the mix, and blah, blah, blah. When Homeboy slid the battery pack in and plugged it in, and it said, deep. He's like, I'm ready to go. I was like, oh, shit. $7,000? I think they're $7,000.
It's about the same as a normal paramotor. The battery alone is like $2,500 for the big one.
So that's what the most of the cost is, the battery, not the frame and the prop.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I think the frame and everything is about
$7,000 for the new. Look at, okay, so those listening, we found this, so the beach is a straight line, right? When there's a dune going down it, and then it drops back into this big ringed area, and there's crazy cool dunes. And I'm just getting able to fly and swoop all over them, man. It's like I'm 2 or 3 feet off the ground, and I'm just flying the texture of them. It's such a freedom, you guys. Paramotoring is the fucking bomb, man. And you're not really going that fast. It's kind of like you're flying a bubble around in space. Look at that, dude. That beach is great. Then we started doing slaloming through the fucking things, dude.
Throttle up, man. Just this is like an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes, kind of squeezed down into a 10-minute clip.
And that was a deal too, man. It was we got there early 7:38.
Yeah, 7:38. Yeah.
Flew for an hour.
Yeah.
Hour 15. Ass was hurting for show. I was like done. You know what I mean? landed, got back to the hotel. Everybody was still in bed, kind of just getting
Right.
up. I was like, the day's not even wasted.
Yeah.
We're like, skydiving, not that it's bad. It just takes all fucking day.
Yeah.
You can't just go for an hour and come back, you know?
Yeah.
Unless you live 5 minutes away.
It's paramotoring around the house. It's the launch is like 5 minutes from the house.
Is it?
You know, get set up, launch, fly for an hour, come back.
So.
Hardly any time's gone by.
So, that fucking electric motor, dude.
Once the battery technology gets a little better.
It is better, isn't it?
It's going to be better.
It was, I remember 5 years ago, it was okay. Now, that looked better. What I saw looked cool. Before, the guy had, like, boxes and boxes and boxes he had to stack and plug them all up to make the thing work. This was just one clip.
They have the ceramic batteries coming out.
So I should wait a little bit. Well, I got to wait.
So, they're smaller, more efficient. And then you have the graphene batteries that they're working on, which is going to be another game changer, right? Smaller, more powerful. That's going to be 2 hours flight time.
Okay, wait.
Half the price.
Let's drop back. What was the middle one you said before graphene?
The blade batteries, the ceramic batteries.
Ceramic. What is the difference between ceramic? Is it not using lead anymore?
No. So I mean, right now, what are the batteries right now?
Nickel,
lithium.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of impurities in there, but it's mainly just a lithium material, right? And they dig it at big mines. So they found out if we use ceramic, right? We impregnate the ceramic with lithium, right? First of all, they less likely to catch fire.
Okay.
Right. You can charge them faster. There's a breakdown between the positive, negative ends in the battery. The ceramic's really good at holding that charge.
Sounds like less lithium.
Less lithium, so they're more affordable, right? They're lighter weight, faster charge, more charge. Right?
Are those out now?
Those are brand new. Toyota's using them in their EV cars.
Oh, so they haven't hit.
I don't think we're going to see them for us for a little while because they're going to get the most bang in the buck for their material right now.
Okay, so that's going to be so they have like a patent on those ceramics only, and no one else can use them.
But they're not the only ones. I mean, there's a lot of people looking at that same.
They're kind of figuring out same thinking.
The graphene batteries kind of using graphites.
So carbon fiber-ish, the graphene,
very flexible, very durable,
lighter,
a lot harder to manufacture, but graphene's found everywhere. Super cheap once they get this process developed.
Oh, really?
They won't catch fire. And they'll be super durable, be flexible.
And this will all hit the electric car market first, won't it?
Probably, because those are the guys who are investing just tons of money. All the people waiting for Teslas right now, they're not waiting for the cars to be built. They're waiting for batteries to be built.
Somebody told me they drove by the factory, and there's just miles of Teslas out there sitting there.
Yeah.
Miles ready to be delivered. They don't have batteries,
They don't have batteries.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. A lot of electronics.
Ain't that a bitch? Just think about that. All those fucking cars waiting for batteries.
Yeah.
So the man with batteries wins.
Oh, yeah. But you drive by any car dealership right now, I mean, they're all half empty, right? Yeah. There's such a shortage of microprocessors, semiconductors, specifically for automotive. These people just be waiting.
You make semiconductors.
Oh, yeah. So work for Infineon.
So
plug for the company.
Yeah, what up, Infineon? So Infineon's busy. That's what you've been talking about. You're fucking busy.
Busy, dude. We will sell every single thing that we manufacture. I mean, and they're looking at expanding our fab here in Austin.
It's going big. Huh?
Industry. We just need more capacity now with the war going on in Ukraine. We realized supply and demands. We need to probably bring some of that stuff a little closer
back
to
here home. Yeah.
Right, because a lot of stuff we're getting from overseas. Lead times have gone from 4 or 5 weeks to 20 weeks.
Shit.
Yeah, which is
that's the stack of cars.
And we're running into shortages just like everybody else. Like, we gotta have this part. This tool's down. Okay, well,
you gotta wait.
You're on the list.
Yo, so the chillers are fucking up all over the place for the iFly tunnels, and there's one guy that makes a part in Italy. Hand makes this one part for the chillers for the machine. Wow. And he's back ordered. Yeah. So people have to wait months. It's crazy.
Europe's about to be really screwed, and the semiconductor industry around's gonna be screwed because most of the fabs over there they run on natural gas.
Okay.
Natural gas comes from Russia.
All
and Ukraine.
So, man, Putin set himself up to fucking do this.
Oh, he's making the
They
whole
know
world.
what the fuck.
He's making the whole world feel this.
Well, he's making you recognize that don't fuck with Russia. Like we call him a paper tiger and he ain't shit, but he's affecting ripples.
I think this guy thought
it was gonna be easy.
He thought he was gonna go in there really quick. And he
Uh-huh.
thought it was gonna be like these other small countries that he's dominated. And realized, Ukraine people weren't gonna turn over like that.
Where was the last one he annexed? Crimea. That was
Belarus, Georgia.
Oh, Belarus.
Yeah.
He sure fucking did do Belarus.
And what he does, he puts his little puppet governments in charge,
and then moves in.
Yeah.
Game of chess for this dude. He's been in power.
Well, he's trying to reestablish that Soviet
right.
Country.
And why wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Right. Oh, hold on. Let's say we got split up. The U.S. Let's say we lost World War II. Have you seen that movie where the Japanese and the Nazis won, and they split the U.S. in half, and the West Coast went to the Japanese and the East Coast went to the Germans, dude?
What is it?
What is it called? The Man in the High Tower. It was a show. The Man in the High Tower. It was fucking nuts, dude.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, so it's Japanese, San Francisco all the way down. It's all Japan.
Wow.
And then the East Coast is pure Nazi. Like, it's nuts, dude. And there's like some Americans trying to like still maneuver. They're all in like Wyoming and shit. Like they escape out of the city. Yeah, they get the fuck out of the city. And then like there's packs and shit. Yeah, so look, if we got fucked in the war, we had to keep like Washington D.C. through Philadelphia, Chicago, and maybe like Oklahoma, right? Eventually, we try to take Texas back. Yeah, you fucking mind? We want Texas back, right? I want Cali back too. We want Arizona. You know, we want all that shit. And you're gonna get, if it took 20 years, you're not just gonna take that shit.
It was the heyday. And these guys have.
Because if they did the Soviets, you know, it was Russia. No, it was the USSR.
The USSR.
And then Gorbachev bring down the wall, blah, 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 bam, shattered like glass. You know, that's what happened to India and Pakistan. It was just India. And then blah, 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 factions, pow, they could have lined right through it. And now it's India and Pakistan. It's one place.
Yep.
You know, just like, that's one place. That's what Putin's saying. Like, this is fucking Russia.
He's trying to relive the glory days of the Soviet Union. That was the height of their power.
Well, he's been in power so long, I bet you, I mean, you have to have a goal like that. You don't just sit there and sit on your laurels. Otherwise, you just pass the torch if everything was good. He had a plan. He wanted to restore shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's KGB.
Sure.
That dude's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about his past? Now I'm going to fuck it up. I don't want to be all like, but.
Now, other than he was KGB, I know he was prime minister, then moved into.
He's a KGB officer. He's trying to get into power in Russia. So he blows an apartment building up with people in it and blames it on somebody else.
Sounds right.
Attacks them, becomes president
through
that. And then later it's found that the munitions, the only place to get that kind of explosive is from one of the Russian factories that produces it. No other countries produce that kind of trace material. Boom.
Yeah.
Vladimir's on deck.
But that underhandedness has come back to bite him in Ukraine. You know, all these guys got rich when they fell apart and like, hey, we're going to take over these different industries and the state's going to take over this one, but we're going to let my buddies hang on these other ones and everybody's making money. They're finding out with all these captured vehicles in Ukraine that the explosives on the tanks are made of cardboard. There's no explosives in them.
Really?
So the rounds are going right through them, right? Because the manufacturer's pocketing the money.
I heard their tires are all fucked up.
Tires are all
because they got some Chinese tires instead of some good terrain tires.
They're not spending the money on replacing the tires. I mean, tires only have a lifetime. They're not rated for the weight.
Right, or the mud, or all that other shit.
They're finding some of the body armor on some of these dead Russian soldiers. Cardboard.
No fucking way.
Cardboard.
Dude have to know when he picked it up that it's cardboard. You know what a weight vest feels like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of nonsense coming out too. Because they say, oh, he's weak, he's this.
Yeah.
But he advances, destroys everything, and moves on. It seems like the entire time he's kind of kicking ass and moving forward. They're like, oh, he sucks. They're running out of this. It's not working. But he takes everything. But remember the last one was, whatever the last one. They're like, he'll never get it. That shit's done. That's that port city. And now it's on to another place.
But no one ever thought that this war would last more than 2 weeks.
We don't know what he thought. That's what they're telling us, man. But I don't think
they flew special forces in to try to capture the Kiev airport.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They flew in special forces and they were trounced.
Really?
And then they're like, oh, then that's why they were making a beeline for the capital, because they thought, oh, once we establish that, we can fly fuel in, We can establish those
Are
lines.
they that terrible?
Yeah, it's the old Soviet doctrine as far as the military doctrine.
So we have no fear of these motherfuckers.
Not anymore.
After seeing this shit.
I mean, watching their tanks explode left and right, they've always had a weakness in their newer tanks, the T-82s, which were,
Oh, game over.
Not sure what happened.
We're having technical difficulties.
Uh-oh. Nope.
And we're back. Jackie tried to kill a fly on the soundboard, dog. It was like, pow! What the fuck just happened? All right, so we were talking tanks and Ukraine. We're just going to let them have it.
Yeah.
It's his. All that warmongering, talking shit. Biden needs to be fucking quiet. Yeah. Biden needs to chill the fuck out. Because those words matter. And they're gas, and for us it's cool, but that's not cool in the world stage.
Once you have a superpower threatening, hey, I'm doing nuclear drills, and the world needs to come together and kind of put this guy in check. But the whole United Nations structure is obsolete. You have guys like him who is on Security Council like, I don't care what you say, I veto it.
Yeah, it's over.
And there's no consequences.
So you can't do shit. So we've lost that route.
We can't isolate him because, well, everybody's paying almost $5 a gallon for gas or more, $7 if you're in California.
I wonder why the Ukraine people are so against it. What am I missing? Is Russia that bad? There's that fly. He still lives.
Stay away from fly there, Jackie. No, when the Soviet Union took over the Ukraine 80 years ago, 90 years ago, they starved out half their population.
I think all of them were starving, though.
10 million. It was an agricultural country. There was no starvation before the Soviet Union took over.
They took the grain.
Yeah.
Like they just did. They just did it again. Yeah. They're selling it in Africa.
Yeah, of course.
Like mixtapes and fucking DVDs and shit.
But right now, nobody's producing anything, and you think food prices are high now. Wait until we're not going to have that market. The Europe market's is going to be hurting.
But on the world stage, none of that should have been allowed to happen then if it was going to disrupt the food chain that much. If you could foresee that they're going to fuck up the food chain that much, he should have been stopped.
This is the thing about promises, right? The Soviet Union or Russia had promised.
Oh, did you hear them all the way up? Everything was a promise.
Yeah.
Everything was a promise, dude. It was so good. It was so good because I was like, what the fuck? They're like, oh, they're amassing troops on the border. They're like, oh, we're not amassing troops. No. They're like, there's 100,000 troops in a line on the road. We're just doing drills.
We're doing drills.
It's all good. We'll never attack Ukraine. You just attacked Ukraine.
Right.
Nah, that wasn't us. Those were insurgents or some shit.
Oh, we're just helping these people here on this side.
Oh, it was the pro-Russians. They're getting persecuted. Yeah. It was bullshit every step of the way.
Well, let's go back. When the Soviet Union dissolved, Ukraine gave up their nuclear weapons back to Russia with the promise that Russia would never invade Ukraine. Lies.
Okay. No, that's not lies.
That's lies.
That's not lies. Here we go, Jeff. Let me put it to where you understand, because you have guns with a Z.
With a
Z. Yo.
Unless you're from the government and I have no guns.
Okay. Right. Yeah, me neither. All right, we're good. Ukraine gives up its weapons. Russia promises not to invade. Mm-hmm. Balance. That's fine. It's like kind of a U.S. Puerto Rico thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. It's Puerto Rico. It's not our country, but we protect it militarily, like Samoa.
Right, but they don't have their own standing army.
Ukraine does?
Ukraine does, yeah.
Well, what the fuck are you good without no nukes? There ain't no fucking army. That's a bunch of guys with guns.
There's a lot of countries that don't have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, well, that's not real countries.
Okay.
Are they? They're not real. I mean,
sure
come on the world stage.
They're just not a nuclear power.
Yeah, so that means they're at the whim. They're at the whim of the nuclear power. So there's not their own sovereign nations. They're in control financially. They're in control.
Well, the whole world right now is one global market.
Yeah, controlled by the Chinese.
We're all controlled. Right? If one country goes into recession, the whole world feels it.
But watch. Okay. They have the agreement. Here's my nukes. Mm-hmm. You watch over me sovereignly. Then you invite, here we go. Mexico. Okay? They're our neighbor and all that. If they were to start inviting in North Korean military technology and weapon systems just to protect themselves or What was the reason we were putting them there? What was the reason when NATO was going into Ukraine and putting those missile systems up? What was the reason? Because I want to use that same reason here. They're just Mexico's accepting North Korean ballistic missiles because go. What do we tell them? What do we tell Putin?
We would probably put embargoes in there so they couldn't actually get them there.
But what did we tell Putin? Why was the UN putting missiles in the Ukraine?
But they weren't.
Defend them from who?
Defending against Russia.
But Russia's supposed to be defending them if they gave their nuclear missiles away. See what I'm saying? So if Mexico accepts North Korean shit, I'm gonna fuck Mexico up.
I think Russia's concern is all these
fuck Canada up.
Former Soviet nations are now joining NATO, which puts NATO right on their doorstep.
So Ukraine does not have a right to do that if they have that agreement with Russia.
But they haven't joined. They haven't joined NATO.
They put the application
they
into,
were talking
and that's when Putin said "fuck that" and kicked in the door and sent in the troops.
That's because
why.
That's because if you looked at what's happening, he's taking over all these little satellite countries, one at a time.
Don't kill the fly.
Ukraine's next in line, and they're trying to protect themselves, right? You see that big bully coming.
But if you have an agreement, it's not a bully. Did Belarus have the same agreement that Ukraine did?
I don't know. No idea.
Yeah. I saw somebody threatening Putin with missiles on his border, and he was like, "Fuck that." As some hood shit, that's what I see. That's what I see. I see North Korea and Mexico, and they're like, "Oh, it's cool." Or Canada and Russia being like, "Oh, we're just building trades and buying arms." Fuck you, Canada.
I know. A lot of captured Russian soldiers were
crying and shit. You see
they were shocked because they thought they had been told that the Ukrainian government is corrupt, and it's corrupt.
They are. It's the most corrupt. It was the most corrupt country in Europe.
And they thought they were going to be liberators, liberating these people. They're like, no, we know it's corrupt, but we don't want to be messed with. We'll deal with it on our own.
But then you hear that most Russian citizens have cousins and family in the Ukraine.
Sure.
And so they would know before they got there. Right? They would know if the Ukrainians, what are you talking about? You just call fucking Jeff. What's going on in Austin, dude? You know?
The Russians and their old Soviet style, same way with China. They control news. They control the media.
It's just so odd, dude.
No. I don't know where it's going to play out, though. We'll have to see. Hopefully.
Either it's nothing and he gets it and just we go fucking on with our lives. And,
that's probably what's going to happen.
Well, that's what should happen. There's no reason for all this.
I think with
China goes Taiwan on us.
Yeah, that's a possibility also.
And you know what? And guess what? They can fucking have it.
Yeah, they will have it.
Why?
The U.S. has too much.
The trade routes and all that shit.
Has too much
I know.
vested in it.
But why can't we just, because it's Chinese, why can't we just fucking get along with China and make this shit work? I know it's impossible, dude.
Well, yeah.
It's so crazy.
People want things they can't have, and they got to use force to get it.
Have you ever heard of James Clavell, the author?
No.
He wrote this book called Gaijin, Shogun, The Rat King. Oh, dude. It's about the first Englishman that shipwreck and end up on the shores of Japan and becomes a Gaijin, which is a samurai that's white, right? He's an outsider, but he gets in good. He brings his family in. He opens up trade with England, with Scotland. And it's just like the family ties over the years and like how the trade routes work and the water worked and then the war with China. Dude, China hates Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Like more than we don't have a fathom of how much hate that is.
I kind of laugh at this whole concept because, even in the United States, right, we talk about, New Yorkers. New Yorkers, right? We're California.
California. Fucking California.
We're Texas, right?
Yeah.
So we have some
light divisions.
Light divisions between us. You get to Asia.
Oh, no, it's for real.
Man, they do not like them. I mean, and they're really close.
Yeah.
Right. They're very
like
close.
states.
Yeah, but their hatred towards each other.
Yeah.
Because
the history.
I'd equate it to about at the time of the Civil War. That's how much they hate
that's how much
each
it
other.
is right now. It's fucking intense.
Yeah.
And Tokyo's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And China's this giant superpower, so I know Tokyo's freaking the fuck out.
Well, and they like to stoke this, like, hey, North Korea, throw a missile over Japan. We're drawing too much heat. We need some heat off of us.
It's so wild. Somebody described us as an island nation.
We are an island nation.
And
absolutely.
thank God for. Oh, it was Commander Knickerbocker that was on the show. He was explaining. He's the Navy commander.
Yep.
He was explaining like we have to defend ourselves with ships, and they're cutting the Navy's budget.
Yep.
Like we didn't have those oceans, dude. We'd be fucked, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because we'd be just any other state.
It would be like any other country in the world.
That people just run through on the regular.
Right.
Unless you build a giant wall like Jerusalem did.
But then that's why it's important that we need to protect our our neighbors to the north and our neighbors to the south.
Yes.
Right? But even though they're our neighbors, walls make good neighbors. They just do.
I don't think so. I don't think that wall's a good idea.
I think, and I'm all for immigration. I'm just for controlled
Controlled immigration,
right?
correct
we
immigration.
need to know who's coming, who's going.
Okay,
I
wall
think,
or no wall, the situation is it shouldn't be such dire poverty down there.
Oh, I agree. But
you know what I mean?
But the poorest people in the United States are the richest people in the world.
Yes, I know it. And that's what I'm saying. And we have but it's their governments, bro. If they don't want to cooperate and,
Let's take over Mexico. Let's take over Mexico, man. We'll fix it.
No. I don't know. It's such a beautiful place.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's such a beautiful place. Like,
very
the terrain,
corrupt.
very
Very corrupt.
What is that?
Money and power.
Well, there's plenty of that here, and there's plenty of corruption here. Yeah.
They say Putin's the richest man in the world. You just don't know it.
No, yeah. Well,
because he's hidden the money.
Yeah. Well, one of the richest. You better fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Dude, those oligarchs are his children.
Absolutely.
That's change, and they all pay homage to the boss, baby.
The richer you are, the more power you want. The more power you get, the richer you want to be.
See at the table he sits at the end of that fucking long-ass table? He's got to be so paranoid and isolated.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary, bro.
The higher you get, man, the more you have to protect yourself, because even those that are close.
Well, hey, since we're on it, we're going to come a little closer to home. I hope this doesn't take too long, because I don't want to get it. But gun control. Uvalde, Texas.
Yeah.
But it's not Uvalde. It's anything.
Anywhere.
It's anyone. It's Buffalo. It's all of them.
I was just listening to a podcast before we met that Casey had sent me.
Okay.
That they were talking about this California gun laws versus the other states.
Right.
And are they working or are they not working?
Where are they working? Where's the? Can you Google the safest gun state? The state with the least gun.
But here's what you have to remember.
In the United States.
I can say gun violence. That's just one category of violence. So if I kill you with a knife, well, that doesn't go in that category.
It doesn't go into gun violence.
If I run you over the car,
it doesn't. Right.
But we just want to cherry pick gun violence. The gun is the great equalizer, right?
Right.
Most men can overpower a woman because of our size.
Right.
Right. You put a gun in that woman's hand,
she's got them.
Everything is equal.
Right. It's okay. 21 to buy an assault rifle. 18 to buy a handgun, 21 to buy an assault rifle. Switch it.
Yep, switch it.
So let's just make it 21. That's not a big deal, or is that a big fucking deal?
For me,
unless you have military service or something like that.
But even then, we've had shootings at military bases.
Yeah.
Right.
And that 18-year-old kid buy that gun. You can go buy a fucking gun and just go hunting with your dad. You can go buy a gift for your father, man. What do you do?
I won't tell you where, but I'll tell you how. I was probably about 15 when I bought my first rifle.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and I bought it at a Western Auto.
Yeah.
And it was not that big of a deal. When we were kids, it was not that big of a deal for guns to be
gun racks, baby.
In our trucks.
We had gun racks in Arizona. There's gun racks right in the back. Shotgun. It was always a shotgun, some kind of scoped rifle, and
it was not uncommon for us to do a little dove hunting in the morning, quail hunting in the morning.
Mm-hmm. We go pig hunting,
and guns would be in the truck in the parking lot in the school, and after school, well, we'd head back to do a little hunting, a little planking maybe.
What's planking?
Just shooting target practice.
Dude, was it on the show that somebody was telling us about how they hunt the pigs? Or is that the Drop Zone? Oh, my God, dude. It's a Lexington thing. It's a Lexington. Oh, maybe it's a Texas thing. What is it called? It's where they take dogs and they hunt pigs with machetes.
Oh, screw that. Nope.
Blooding. It's called blooding or something like that.
Nope.
And I think Cecily Ketchum was telling me they used to go blooding. It's not blooding, though. It's something like that. She said it's just the most gruesome thing.
You want to hear my hog story?
Yeah.
That's why I've stopped hunting hogs. So I'm the youngest of my family. Uh-huh. My brother's 7 years older than I am. It's like every time we go hunting, he's like, hey, drag me along.
Right.
So we're out hog hunting, South Texas somewhere, don't know where. I've got my rifle. I've got a pistol with me.
Yep, of course.
We're out hog hunting. Brother brings me to my my tree stand.
Okay, you guys got to stand.
Yeah, so I'm looking around.
Is that dawn?
Yeah, at dawn.
Yeah.
Lunchtime comes up. Truck comes around. I can see it at the end of this trail, right? It's an old drivable trail that's been overgrown. And they honk. I'm like, okay, hop down, walk, get a bite to eat, spend a couple hours, head back out to the stand. And as I'm walking back, they just drop me off. I'm walking down this little trail.
What truck?
It was just a truck, taking a cattle truck, just taking us to our different stands.
Oh, so it's like a.
We were on a ranch.
Okay,
we were
gotcha.
like a big,
Okay, there
big,
you
huge, like an 1800.
Dude, I just imagined a fucking taco truck pulling up in the middle of nowhere to feed you some tacos while you're hunting pigs. I was like, where the fuck is this resort?
Old farm truck.
Okay, gotcha.
So as I'm walking back to my tree stand, I'm noticing something doesn't quite look right. But I think I'm 12.
Okay.
Right. I'm looking around like.
Weapons are in the stand, or you got them on you?
No, I got them on me.
Okay.
Right. So I'm looking, big rifle.
Yeah.
And as I get closer to the stand, I'm noticing there's a lot of scuff marks, stuff that I did not notice earlier. And as I get to the stand, I'm probably about 15, 20 feet from the stand. I'm like, something don't look right. Right? And I'm not. It's very shaded, more shaded than it was. I get all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a whole herd of
shit.
hogs, and hogs are mean.
Yeah.
Dude, they come up and I can see these big razor tusks coming up. Right? They charge me. They charge me. Right? So I turn and run, and I run up this little tree. Could be no more than 10 inches round. And I'm scurrying up this tree, got my rifle on my back, and I'm literally standing on these two little branches, swaying on this little tree.
Oh, shit.
Right? Every time the wind. And they don't care. They're like, come on down.
They're waiting for you.
Yep. We're hungry. Come on down. Right? Give a rifle.
Yep. Pow, bitch.
So I shoot 4 of them. They don't care.
They didn't run?
A couple of them ran. They'd come back. Right? I'm like, grab my pistol. It was a little .22 pistol. Didn't kill any with the pistol. At least not there.
Right.
Now they bed down right under me.
And they're waiting.
I'm holding on to the top of this little tree. I'm probably 5-6 feet up off the ground.
They'd have ate you alive.
And I'm just sitting there until nightfall. Nightfall comes on. I'm with my brother.
Yeah.
I say we're hunting at the same time, but we're not together.
No, yeah, he's out doing his thing. He's hunting.
So he comes back and he's like, "Hey, where's Jeff?" Well, we don't know. Well, we heard a lot of shots. We thought we thought y'all'd be here skinning hogs. No, so now they're driving back worried, right?
He's Jackson's age.
They're honking, and I'm like, "Bring the truck," because they're still meandering around, right? They're like, "We're gonna get you." And now they're driving this old beat up truck down this little bitty trail, branches and everything on the side, scraping. Literally come up to me, and I could just step onto the edge of the truck, on the bed of the truck, and step in. And I'm like, I am done. I'm done. I'm never going to come hunting again. I've never been on the other end of the hunting scenario.
You were fucking hunted.
And I'm like, my hands were cramped from holding on to that branch all day. My feet were aching because I'm literally standing on these two little bitty branches that are, bending down with my weight, and I'm like, I'm done. Y'all finish hunting the rest of this weekend, but I'm not going out. I'm done.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So, did they clear out the rest of the pigs that were sitting there, or they just ran off?
Once the truck showed up,
they're gone.
They're gone. They're like, "Oh, reinforcements are here. Let's go, guys."
Oh my God, they were waiting to eat you. What a fucking feeling.
They were. I don't know if they're gonna eat me. But they were gonna definitely mess me up.
Think you could have got to the stand? No, you're not.
No, they were all under the stand. There was no getting between me and them.
Right.
And there's probably 15, 20 hogs there.
Holy fuck.
It was a herd.
Damn, dude. When we went hunting.
And they're cannibals. They eat their own.
It's fucking disgusting. They're fucking disgusting. We call them ogres, dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking trolls, bro. They're ogres, man. So we set up a tent. Me and Dusty Shaw, we set up a tent. He has like a 308. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had an AR and a pistol, right? Dude, never did I feel more bold walking in the forest, right? Like, I'm scared anytime I go in the trees.
Here, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was like, bring it. Something move.
Right.
Without a weapon, I'm like, oh, God, nothing move. You know what I mean?
You want to know why I always carry 2 magazines?
What?
I always have that moment. It's like, if I would have had those 2 magazines with me, I would have won that.
You'd have won that
I would have won that argument.
That's probably why you have. Oh, I get you now. You're like, yo, these fucking pigs.
It's like, I don't want to be running out of ammo.
So we split up because you split up, right? You go that way, I go that way.
Yep.
And I come across like 8 babies, and they're right there, just frolicking with butterflies in the field. I swear to God, it was the cutest thing you've ever seen. They were like wrestling and playing like little dogs and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't blast them. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I went and found Rafa. He's like, oh, we'll get him.
We'll get him.
Fucking, I'll get him. You know, they grew up to do this and that. You know,
Yeah.
he gets back there. He's like, no, we're not going to.
Those are the most juicy and
I'm
tender
chilling.
ones.
It was just, I just couldn't. But as I stayed there for an hour and a half, just chilling, right, watching. And I was, the wind was blowing in my face from them, so I was smoking and chilling. They didn't they didn't know I was there. But they'd run up onto this hill into this thick thing of trees, and then come back out. Or if they'd hear me, they'd all retreat there.
Oh, yeah.
And then come back out. I was like, I know where the nest is. So I went back and got Rafa again. He came back, and I went on one side, and the stench and the flies were so thick, dude. I was like, what the fuck? And I came up on the nest, and this giant beast, like cow-sized fucking poop, and he just fucking bolted, right? And I was like, oh, and I didn't get a shot. I was like startled, and Rafa was like, he went this way. I went the pig got away, and all the little pigs, right? So I go up into the nest. It had been laying on like 3 or 4, probably 8 babies. They're all smashed in the mud and dead, just smashed under it.
Care.
And they had been eating some of them.
Yep.
Right? Just laying there eating the babies.
Yep.
This giant fucking thing. You can see where it was laying. And then next to it is a giant pile of bones of cows or fucking whatever they were.
Whatever they get.
Could have been human, but it was a lot, dude. It was like somebody was feeding it cows.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how big the pig is.
No, it's a big fucking pig. But like, how are they getting out? You think somebody just drop off a dead cow and let them eat it?
No.
Yeah, the pig was dragging that shit.
Yeah.
It was an ogre camp, dude. I was terrified. In nature, I was like, this is real, dude. I was like,
these are the trolls and ogres right here.
If you had, what do you have? A fucking ancient man. What do you got? Fucking rock.
I got a stick. I got a stick, man.
Nature's rad, man. Yeah. Like with a gun, it equalizes it. Fuck them all. Right?
You remember Dennis?
Yeah.
Britton?
Yeah.
So one of our ideas when we got paramotoring, before we moved off, was he had a bunch of hogs on his property. I was going to flush out the hogs.
Flush them toward him, and then he starts shooting. I've thought about that twice.
Yep.
I was like, Rafa, I'll just bring my shit and fly a quarter mile that way and fly low over the trees, and they'll run from me. I've chased
a lot.
I've chased a lot of shit, dude.
I'm not chasing the cattle, people.
I don't know. I don't fuck with, just because you want the people.
I don't want people to.
Hey, Jeff got fucking shot at under his paramotor.
I got shot.
Did we talk about that on the last show?
I don't think so.
Dog, he's flying around.
I don't think I was paramotoring then, was I?
Yeah,
no.
On the last show you weren't paramotoring, huh? That was you. Okay, you were just getting your AFF or tandem back then, I think.
I don't think I was getting my tandem. I only got tandem last year. This was,
wow.
When did we do the last interview? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
We've been at it for a little bit. Yeah, so you're flying, land, you're out of fuel. There's a fucking hole.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I know, and I've only been flying for like 20 minutes. I'm like, why am I out of fuel?
Oh, so you're
right. God. So I come in and land, and I still have fuel, but I'm thinking that's just not normal.
Right.
I come down, and there's a bullet hole, an enter and an exit out of my fuel tank. The fuel tank sits about 3 inches from my back.
Somebody was shooting at him in the skies of Texas.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna. In my mind, it was a ricochet or just a.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
No.
I got justifies in my mind.
Do you remember that guy?
I do.
There was a guy that was driving around shooting shit, or what happened?
So down in Luling.
Yeah.
Crazy guy, ended up killing 2 kids.
Yeah.
Right. Shot like 50 rounds into them. I thought they were aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a fucking alien. That's what it was. I was like, you look like a flying saucer, dog. He was trying to shoot you out the sky, dog.
Yeah. So
that's fucked. Them rednecks out there doing fentanyl, dog.
But I in my mind, I want to justify that. It was probably some ricochet or some stray bullet.
Hey, shit, ricocheting 300 feet in the air.
Oh
dog.
yeah, that stuff will travel.
That's fucked up.
Come on, man, don't mess up the mind. Right?
That's fucked. Well, we're not out there anymore anyway. Rest in peace. Skydive Lone Star.
Yeah.
Have any opinions on that?
No.
What a place.
It was great. It was a magical time when it was there. Great, awesome, peaceful. I missed the people.
I missed that. Well, that's what it's about.
Right.
That influenced my move greatly.
Did it?
Yeah,
I've been in a weird funk because that was my weekend.
That was our place.
My weekend, my routine, and that's been
taken away.
That's been taken away, and I'm trying to find a new routine. Lexington's great. It's just a 182 drop zone or 206.
And you're trying to find that new routine.
Trying to get that new rhythm.
Dude, people quit skydiving.
Yeah.
Poku doesn't jump anymore.
I can totally see that.
You lost your place, and going to the other place is just not the same in the magic, man.
Yeah. but I'm filling the gap. I'm working on my pilot's license, right?
So we move on.
I'm just starting something new. But for me, it's just like, hey, I want to grab my boys. Let's get in the plane. Let's fly down to the drop zone.
Yeah.
Let's do some skydives. We'll fly back, right?
That's what it becomes, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it becomes. It becomes fun. Lexington's dope. That 206 is cool. Here's the deal. How the fuck do you get out of that thing?
It's tough. It is tough.
Like a tandem, cool. You scoot to the edge and just fucking roll.
You roll out.
Fun jumps.
You got to do the same thing. You just kind of roll out. It's tough.
But
trying to stack up.
There's a wind deflector that you can't touch.
Correct.
Because the way the door's designed, and you just don't want to grab anything just because you just don't want to grab it.
I think it costs them like $6,000.
Yeah,
and I think the part's only probably $100 part.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
don't fucking touch it, right? So you've got a ledge to get out. There's nothing to grab.
There's nothing to hold on.
So
to.
you guys are kind of like on your knees, like, here we go.
Right.
It's the weirdest thing.
Doing AFF was really weird.
So do you guys do the sit by sit?
So yeah, I'm sitting next to them, and as long as they give me the count, I can scooch out just
before
them.
Ready, set, so you can pull and you can be lower and have that anchor on them.
But when they go, here we
go.
I thought you were gonna drag me out. There we go.
I feel like I'm the exit master. I can see how everything works. I could not see it, dude. I'm in there changing position, rolling around on my knees to my butt to like backwards. Like, what the fuck do we do?
You have no leverage at all.
No.
Right. So really, I'm kind of anticipating every exit being kind of a
shit show.
Yeah.
So the best exits I've seen is just do nothing.
Yeah.
Just fall and flop and then get engaged because the plane's only going so fast.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're at speed or anything. It's not the King Air.
No.
That's the thing. It's just not the King Air.
I just told him, dude, just arch, relax. I will fix you.
I will fix you.
just keep
out
flying.
the plane. Yeah.
And we did a little barrel roll, but bam.
And you were right there.
And it was a cat C, so he had a full release, and he did fantastic.
Awesome.
But the guys before us kind of hosted us up in the door.
So y'all landed off.
I wasn't familiar with the drop zone as I should be. I should have asked for a go around, but under radio, I'm telling this guy, hey, come towards me. And he's flying the opposite direction. It just kept falling. And I told him, I was like, dude, you ultimately have to fly your canopy.
Yeah.
Right?
I know how you teach.
But if what you see is better than what I see, you got to fly.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, soft,
and
open, flat.
I'm safe on the ground. I'm next to the road, next to an open gate, and I'm radioing. It's like, hey, remember your landing priorities. Right?
North or south of the DZ?
No, west, towards Lexington.
Toward Lexington. Okay.
Towards Lexington.
Okay. How did they treat you?
They're great.
The people were cool. They didn't say anything.
No. As a matter of fact, Derek got a ride back to the drop zone. We're all looking for him.
Right, and he's getting a ride.
Right,
yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, you're kind of far away. Do you want to ride? Yes.
Hey, I put Brian Miller out into a cloud one time. Dude, we were right on the edge of it, and like 2 seconds before, no matter what happened, he'd have been fine.
Yeah.
We were just 2 seconds in, and he just. So he can't see the ground. I can't find him. By the time I find him, he's east by about a mile.
Oh wow.
That was guns and dogs and threats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were pissed off at Cindy, the prior owner, and somebody had done something. Cindy hasn't owned the place in 10 years. Yeah. Right? And what happened there probably 15 years ago, but those people were fucking spitting mad still. Yeah. And they were just waiting for a skydiver to come so they can get their pitchforks out. It was nuts. We had to go retrieve his ass.
We had Farmer McNasty in Luling.
Okay.
And the road to the south of the drop zone, right? Big farmer there. Mm-hmm. Student had a cutaway, right? Okay. I saw their canopy. I'm like, well, Jeff jumps with a trash bag for a reason, right? Like, right. I'm going to go land, pick up the canopy, save it.
Hey, pro tip, jump with a trash bag just in case your student has a cutaway. That's only if you're at a DZ questionable gear.
This was on the second jump.
Why would you jump with a trash bag if you didn't trust it?
We were going on a recovery mission. So I had actually jumped with binoculars.
Oh, okay.
And a trash bag.
On purpose. I thought you were doing AFFs with a trash bag. No. This shit's going to fail, bro. Right? But we need to hook it up for the next load.
Dude, found the canopy, landed 2-3 feet from it. I'm picking it up and shoving it in this trash can, right? Had a second trash bag because I'm putting mine in because you know how it is hopping over fences, right?
Yeah. And
dude, out of nowhere, we're in the middle of this field. Out of nowhere, there's this dude wearing a tank top and shorts screaming at me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, dude.
Fuck you down in
I mean,
my
just. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. It's like,
I fell from the sky, bro.
I'm like, my priority is to get down safely. And I want to call the cops. You call the cops.
Please call.
Trespassing has to be intentional, and this was an emergency landing.
Right.
Wink, wink.
Right.
You know, but I mean, he chewed my ass all the way to the fence. And I'm like, and my
you're in the middle of the field with your shit, just walking, getting.
I'm like, oh, you know.
That's hilarious.
Worried about his cows. Like, oh, I'm not bothering your cows.
I wonder what it is, because everybody's worried about us. Because the same thing with paramotors. You spook my horse, or you spook my cows. What does that mean?
I try to stay away from everybody's animals when I'm on a paramotor. Right, but
of course.
I like to foot drag. I like to foot drag in everybody's fields.
Hey, if you got a pond, it's not my fault. I'm trying to see myself.
That's exactly right.
In the water.
Right, but you know, if they have cattle, they have some out there. I don't mess with them. You know, when it comes hunting season, I stay away from those places. Stay a little more altitude.
Paramotor is a supplement, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
But it's like even more though. It's not just a supplement. It kind of takes over.
I don't know, because you're still stuck with in the morning and the evening.
That's what I know. And skydiving, you just go and not even have to worry about it, and there's no launch.
Nah. You know, the nice thing is at the end of the day of skydiving, I'm exhausted, I'm worn out. Got a little breeze, man. I bring me a beverage with me, take off. I get up about 1,000 feet.
I'm gonna miss those days.
I'm listening to my music, sipping a drink. It's magical. I'm watching the sunset.
Dude, I was doing that at Lone Star when people didn't even know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But I was failing launches, but I'd get lucky 1 out of 10. I'd just be up there just ripping it up at the end of a long day. It
only takes that one.
Now it's like, sucks I'm taken away, man. But I'll tell you what. Lexington has potential for a beautiful paramotor school.
Oh, they have tremendous potential.
And I've already discussed it with them, and if we were staying, that was one possibility to get us to stay, but I just see a better vision in El Paso. But I'm passing the torch to you, bro. This is a possibility, Jeffy. It's beautiful. They have the cabins.
Yeah.
They've got the land.
Yeah.
They've got unadulterated landing area and launch area. We're only flying in the morning and night. Anyway, you're not in the way. And even if you were in the way, just go to the end of the field, man. And the plane doesn't even go down that far. So you can kite your face off.
I've been training Casey.
Yeah. Shout out to Casey Pike.
And
about to see him in a minute. Oh, Cecily's running underneath it?
Yeah.
She's going big on it?
She's doing awesome.
She's a fucking master.
The thing is, I have the Moser 185, which is a big. She needs probably an Atom 80.
Right.
But
or a windy day.
But
oh, she's gonna pick that up quick.
Oh yeah,
skydivers, you will pick it up quick.
She's already killing the canopy.
Listen, there's people learning that have never landed or flown a parachute not once. Like, if you're going to get into paramotor, at least go do a tandem, I'd say, and ask the guy to pull high and let you fly the parachute so you can feel what it's like. Can you imagine being under that thing off the ground for the first time and never have flown a parachute? Can you imagine that shit?
Lots of people have.
Yeah, but that's terrifying. They're just so dumb they don't get it.
But the whole thing's terrifying, right? You're thinking, man, I got this big motor on my back. Yeah. I can get my lines caught up in it.
Ignorance is bliss, dude. They just don't know.
But once you get up, you got to feel it. Just feel it. I tell everybody, hey, man, nothing goes past the shoulder. You don't got to steer past the shoulder.
No, just think about it, really. Lean.
Just lean.
Lean. Just lean with it, rock with it.
Right? Stay away from the ground. Don't do what I do.
All right, let's do some Friday Freak Out. We haven't done a Friday Freak Out in a long time. What we got? And can I get another splash? And I'll call it. Yes. Full incident breakdown in the description below. Shout out to Andrew Revis doing all that good DV promotion. Look at that suit. You got that suit, don't you? What is he doing? What the fuck was he doing?
What was that?
See, this is why I had to stop doing Friday Freakouts. I get so emotional. Nice exit. Bad instructors. Why are all these people with you?
I was going to say, what is this?
This is not an AFF. I thought that was an AFF. Oh, shit. No, that's just normal. Right? That's just normal skydiving. All right, this dude.
He's got something flapping there. What is that?
What is
Chest
that?
strap.
Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Oh, no, bro. Hold me stable, bro. Hold me stable, bro. Hold me stable. What are you doing, dude? You're a chest strap asshole. You're a chest strap. Oh, shit.
Hey,
hold me stable, dude. Hold me stable. Hold me. Hold me now. That's not funny. That's not fucking funny because he could come out, man. Oh, my God. You should have AFF'd him and gave him a chance at life. Go on your back, right?
Go on your back.
Go on your back, son. Go on your back, son, and put your chest strap on, son. Gear check your homies, homie. Oh, my God,
don't care
Lord,
how long you've been
Jesus,
skydiving.
God, Lord.
If I have a student that
God.
wants to come gear check me, come gear check
Come
me.
gear check me, please.
Right?
Hey, look, why are you fucking with me, dude? Get off me. You're messing up my jump. Oh.
Metal, fabric, metal.
He's
people.
like, what the fuck, bro?
What?
He's like,
dude, I'd be smacking him in the face so hard.
He's like, you're fucking. Look, watch his face.
This is the.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I think I saw him spitting his.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, hold me. Hold me. What do I do? Nobody's going to save you, bro. Oh, he dumped.
He dumped, but he was holding on to his chest.
He dumped.
Yeah.
I thought he was trying to fix it and fucked up.
No.
And went to his back and started rolling through the sky. He dumped. Did you live? Did he live?
It looked like he stayed in there.
Ah, I don't want a t-shirt, Andrew. Did he live? Did he live? It says full description. Come on, we can't leave this one hanging. Oh.
Even if you can't get it routed completely perfect.
Oh, that's the myth.
If you can get it routed and hold it and deploy.
Oh, that's the myth, dude. That's the myth. Okay, so the boob job. It's the boob job thing. Girls would get, skydiver girls, it's a California thing. They were getting big in the 80s, right? They were all getting boob jobs. So they'd leave their chest straps undone on the ride up and they put it on the plane because it hurt. Right?
Bad.
One time, one of my DZO's friends, she caught it and it was fine. The next time she didn't and she flipped out of her fucking harness. So I've always had that imagination, like what the fuck would that be like or look like or feel like? Like, you know, I mean, I don't want to see it, but I've always envisioned it, dude. You know? And there it was, man. You're just flying, going to your friends. What if that shit came off his shoulders and was on? It's hard to get back on.
Enjoy the ride.
If you don't know how to fly.
Enjoyed it all the way to the ground.
Because look, it doesn't really hold you in that much. It's the impact's on the leg straps, right? It's a vertical impact, unless you're moving forward.
But that initial oomph is the chest strap.
Of the fucking rig coming off your back.
Yep.
If your arms are weak, or if you're not locked. So in this situation, what, you just dump and hug?
That's what he did. He had his hand across his rig, holding onto the side of his rig and deployed.
Good thinking. Can we see that again? I just want to see that moment. Good thinking, dude. Whatever your name is, dude. Way to fucking make lemonade out of a goddamn death lemon.
I bet he gear checks himself 3 times every single time. I bet he asked his buddy to gear check him.
I love the moment, like, dude. But what a boss friend. All close to that. Hey, you're fucking, dude. What a boss. That's an AFF instructor, right? To get in like that, hold his rig. Others skydivers would be scared to grab him. They probably have his arm or something.
Maybe.
That's an instructor, dude. I guarantee it. Yo, I missed it, Mom. We'll do it again.
So he's holding on chest strap with actually both hands.
I wish they played it in slow-mo. Right there. All right, so people watching. Okay, there's like 8 people in the sky. This guy's flying. His chest strap's flopping in the wind. His buddy flies in, grabs it, and puts it in his face. His friends look at the formation like, what are you doing? Let me go. Right? And then he looks in his hand. He still doesn't know. He's like, what the fuck? And he looks at him like, dude, what the fuck? And then he shows him. He takes his hand off and he shows him, hey, your chest strap is flapping behind your head. He sees it and he goes, oh, fuck. He grabs it. He grabs it with both hands. He looks at the guy at the camera. Look, he goes, fuck. Okay, he's reaching back to dump. Jeff, he's not okay. He just got it. Oh, fuck. Yep. So the chest strap routes from the left over toward the right. So he's holding it with his left hand across his body, which means he doesn't have the harness on the other side when he dumps.
It's one of those moments.
Yeah, it's one of those oh shit moments. So he has a chest strap in his hand on the left. The rig is hanging off his shoulder on the right, and he dumps the pilot chute, and he reaches in, and right before inflation, he grabs the chest strap with his other hand. Watch. He's dumping. Boom. He grabs the chest strap. Inflation. If he didn't have that chest strap in his hand, he was doing nothing.
He did nothing.
He just had the chest strap.
Right out of it.
There was no. I thought I would at least grab the harness here.
I would have.
Right? He's just holding this,
I would
hoping he gets to the fucking chest strap.
I would have crossed my arms and held on to both sides of the harness.
I would at least grip left, dump right, grip right.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking God. Nice work, bro. I know you lived. Look, he turned into Captain America? And Captain America's black.
That changed his life forever.
That dude fucking wow. That was a jolt of adrenaline. Jeff, I love you. It's been a fucking hell of a journey.
It's not over. We're just opening a new chapter.
We're opening a new chapter. El Paso's going to be the shit.
Yeah.
I got you. We can focus. You know what I mean? 3 days of focused flying. You know, no more than 45 a day, probably 30 a day with video debrief, walkthrough, really talking about it. Quality shit, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, once I get the pilot's license,
just come
dude,
on out.
we're gonna make road trips down there weekly. I won't say weekly, but
it'll
for a
come.
weekend.
It'll come. It'll come. What drop zone are you gonna end up? We're floating. Everybody got hit like cue balls, so everybody's floating around.
I'm kind of floating around.
How was Castroville?
I like Castroville.
They lost both planes?
I think the caravan's back.
Okay.
I think they had some mechanical issue over the weekend. All planes do.
Oh, it wasn't they lost the lease? It was just a mechanical issue?
That's what they said. I
Man,
mean,
planes break.
Yeah, planes break.
Fucking airplanes break.
That's why
airplanes fucking fall apart.
Wear a parachute.
That's why I wear a parachute. That's why I paramotor.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again.
How far is that a drive? Same hour?
It's 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the hard part. So that's why it's 3 for me. I never made it.
I can't do it every weekend.
And I love you too. I love you guys. Brian, Tom, I love you guys.
But Lexington is good. I think Lexington is where I'm going to hang out.
That's home, bro.
The problem with Lexington is because small drop zone, 182, 206. Went out there Saturday. We did some paramotor training that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Had 30 tandems, so they were super busy, but had clouds rolled in. So now all of a sudden we got started like 3 hours late.
And then it's over.
Dude, they're doing tandems.
Yes,
and they profusely apologize. It's like, you ain't got. I know exactly what it is, man.
It's drop zone days.
Make money, because today is the day you make money.
Yeah, Saturday's their day.
Yeah. So.
Well, you want to go paramotor train at a DZ on Saturday somewhere?
Sure.
I want to try to get that forward, even if it's just launching and not flying. You know, like if it's midday because we didn't make the morning.
Yeah.
I just want to get it above my head a couple times with that power launch.
Sure.
Walk me through it real quick before we go. I'm set up, full power, back. I'm standing in the wind. I just start pushing myself instead of running.
Yeah.
It makes way more sense. Is there more resistance from the parachute to pull you back?
Nope.
Does it make it harder when it's coming past the blast?
The only thing that you run into is make sure you're squared up, because now your blades are turning, and
your lines are coming.
If your lines, I've snipped a line before.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
I've never damaged anything yet.
But I mean that's it, right? I've got bad knees, and
me too.
And on days where there's no wind, dude, it's hard. It's hard for me to keep charging on that initial lift.
I can't do it.
So I just give it 10% power. It comes up, make sure it's nice and stable, and then
you just gun out. I just
keep adding power to it.
So I got to hang out with Kit Patterson and Mudbug the other morning. I was going to go fly with those Leander guys, and something came up. The clouds were too low or something. They were like 12, and Kit wanted to go like down to the bridge and fuck around, so we didn't go. But I got to see what the new modern gear really looks like up close. Like really look at it, and I was like, my shit's old, bro. Yeah. That shit's really
fresh breeze, not so fresh no more.
No, it ain't no fresh no more. That shit's old. I'm thinking about selling it and putting that money toward the electric.
Dude, there's a huge market for people that want used.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll go fast.
Oh yeah.
I just think that electric motor. He plugged it in, dude.
Yeah.
It was a clip.
Yeah.
It wasn't the carb and the choke and the fucking.
Of course, my Visuale, other than having to hand crank it, right? My next one will be it'll either be fully electric or it will have a dual start on there.
Dude, I can't. I'm doing this shit all day. I can't.
You've seen my setup, right? I mount it down there. Mine is mounted to my truck. Yeah. Then I start it. Then I
put it on. Yeah.
I do exactly what they tell you not to do.
Yeah.
With that said, the paramotor is locked down. It's not going to go anywhere.
And you have it's not spinning as it's on. You have a clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a clutch. Mine's just fucking active.
Yeah, that's tough.
So it's always pushing.
Yeah.
You're trying to put it on. It's moving you around and shit. Another thing about we're gonna get out of here. Another thing about the electric. Thumb off. It's off.
Yeah.
You're free flying. It's silent.
Go up to 3,000 feet. Off. Save some battery.
And fuck saving battery. It's quiet. You're just literally paragliding.
Yeah. I know Ryan, because he's a young guy. Right? Yeah. He'll fly up there, he'll turn his motor off, and he'll glide around. That's great. Yeah. I couldn't get that started again. I'm like, Where's my out?
I knew my shit wouldn't start again. It'd flood.
Yeah. I'm up at altitude. I'm flooding.
Yeah. Fuck, man. All right, y'all. That's it. We're actually. What time is it? We got time? 4:30. We got now. Yes, we do. We don't have time. No. We were gonna get tacos and then go to flight nights. We're about to go to flight nights for the last flight nights. It's the handover to Shaman and Sherpa. That show came out this morning. I hope those guys do a good job. They have the experience and the knowledge to do it. Flight nights in El Paso is going to be the fucking deal. It's going to be a week long. There's going to be skydiving. There's going to be the event training in the tunnel, and it's all going to accumulate in the competition on the last day. And I'll send y'all home fat and happy. Yeah. Hook that shit. Keep your head on a swivel. WazzyCircus Radio. Hit us up on Patreon. Thank you for the support. Love. Pow.
Awesome.
Love you, Jeff.
Pow.
Woo! I'll take another taco.